Ever feel like you're in the wrong place? You're like, why are all these people dressed so funny? I'm totally Jewish, by the way. I'm an Orthodox Jew. I feel like you guys don't appreciate how cool I am. Take my hat, for example. The brim is supposed to be bent down, but I'm wearing it bent up. I fight the system. When I really want to be cool, I wear my hat on a tilt. You see how laid back I look? This is like wearing your pants low. I'm like, I don't care if my hat falls off. Because I have a yarmulke underneath. This is how I always dress. We have a very strict dress code. This is it. This is how I've looked every single day my entire life. My friends never say to me, "Hey David, you look nice today." Because this is how I looked yesterday. What my friends say is, "Hey David, you look nice forever." Sometimes I imagine what it would be like to dress differently. I like to go on the internet and I pretend to shop for clothing. But I have horrible taste. I click on something that I like, and then on the bottom of the screen it says, "People who like this also liked," and then it's blank. Because no one else ever liked what I liked. Recently, someone asked me if there's a dress code regarding my underwear. It was weird because that was all the guy asked me. Like, that was all the information he was missing about Orthodox Jews. There are no rules for my underwear. I'm glad I have a way to express myself. My underwear is what makes me an individual. Right now I'm wearing a thong. So, according to my religion, you're not allowed to have sex unless you're married. And to prevent premarital sex, we have a lot of different rules. Like, there's no touching between men and ladies at all. No touching. I'm not allowed to even shake a lady's hand. If you're married, you could shake your wife's hand. Like, right after you get married, you could be like, "Nice to finally meet you." I've never been married, so I've never touched a girl in my entire life with her consent. Sometimes I might accidentally brush up against someone until she notices. Then I go find someone else. I'm not allowed to even sit down right next to a lady. And sometimes I'll be on the subway and a lady will sit down next to me. And I don't get up. I feel like that would be rude. So I stay seated and I take it. But I'm uncomfortable. I'm not used to being so close to a female. And then I get very self-conscious. So I try to look cool. I put my hat on a tilt. But you ladies never notice. You just sit there reading your books, totally oblivious to the emotional drama taking place. And then I'm always nervous, like, what if another Orthodox Jew comes on the train and they see me sitting right next to this lady? They'll be like, "You slut." When I go to the store, if the cashier is a female, I'm not allowed to directly hand her the money, so we don't accidentally touch. I have to put the money down on the counter. Sometimes when I'm horny, I purposely hand her the money so our fingers brush passionately. I'll buy something for $1.85, but I'll hand her a 50. There's a lot of change. Would I like a receipt? I would love a receipt. I'm not supposed to look at something if it will sexually arouse me. That's why I'm not looking at him. No, like, I'm not supposed to watch people have sex. I don't think anyone is supposed to watch people have sex. No one's ever like, hey, you were supposed to watch me have sex. Why weren't you watching? I'm not allowed to watch a man and a lady kiss, which is very hard for me because I love to stare at people while they make out. In a creepy way. And then they get very annoyed at me. They're like, do you have a problem? I'm like, yeah, why'd you stop? I'm not supposed to watch movies or TV because there's a lot of sexual content. I watch movies sometimes. I check the ratings, to make sure that they're clean. I don't get the whole rating system. Like, what do they mean, brief nudity? Like, that's not the same as regular nudity? Because it happens so quick, it's not counted? You don't know what it was? Like, what if I go on a subway and I drop my pants and I show everyone my yatzmach? But I do it very briefly. I keep it real brief. Is that not so bad? Are like the other passengers gonna be like, oh, that's totally cool, it's brief. You could even go for another second. I'm not allowed to have a television. People always ask me if I'm bored without a TV. Yep. I try to find stuff to do. I like sitting by the phone and waiting for telemarketers to call. Usually it's a cable company. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't have a television, but I still want to talk to you. Any anti-Semites here tonight? Recently, there was a swastika spray painted in my neighborhood. And I'm a comedian, so I totally got the joke. But what really tickled me was that next to the swastika, someone wrote, "Kill the Jews." It was like a little caption explaining the swastika. Like the guy felt like he had to explain. He didn't want anyone to take it the wrong way. Someone will come along, oh, that's just a symmetrical design. He's like, no, kill the Jews. That's what this is all about. I'm going to end with that, guys. Thank you so much. You're great.